What is up, everybody? This is my official review of the retro handheld system. The new retro handheld console system by Blaze Entertainment. This is Murray NJ08, your one-stop shop for everything video games, especially retro. I got a huge, massive gaming collection. I have a couple game rooms, a couple thousand games. One of the biggest on YouTube. I've done room tours, unboxings, and I've been gaming and collecting since I probably could crawl. And I've been collecting game systems, every single game system you could imagine, every variation of a system. And when I seen this, when this was first announced from Blaze, this absolutely grabbed my attention, because this isn't your, everyday pirated rip-off console that you've been seeing a dime a dozen nowadays on the internet. I mean, it's like, it's getting crazy now. This is something totally different, and we're going to get into that in this in-depth review. Because I've spent some time with this. I've been following these guys for a long time. And it seemed like forever since I was waiting for this system to actually come out. As you can see there's my Evercade there sitting there. So we're going to be talking about some key points here in this review. After spending some time with this machine, I'm going to let you guys know everything about it. First of all, let's get right into the beginning with the packaging and presentation, because I do believe that's important. It's the first thing you see, right? We're going to take a look at the box. The packaging and presentation of this product is phenomenal. You can see how this company cares about their product and cares about their customers. I mean, you get it in this beautiful case, the slip case. It comes so well packaged. Gorgeous box art. This is the premium pack that comes with the console, and it comes with 3 games, 3 game cartridges, fully in their box to get you going. There is another variation of this. This was $100 on the US Amazon website. They are one of the retailers that are selling this system. And there's also another company called Funstock that is selling this. And there's also another variation for $79 that comes with this system that also comes with just 1 game to get you going. There's the back of the box. It tells you all about the system, tells you what features it has, and tells you what games it comes with. This version, the US version, comes with the Interplay Collection, Collection number 1. So it comes with that. Comes with the Atari Collection 1. And it comes with the Data East Collection 1. So really nice. Gets you going. I bought this. This was separate. I got this on Amazon while they were available. This is the official Evercade case. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can put the charging cable in there in the front. And you can also slip the Evercade in there, and it fits really nice. It's a really high quality case. There's nothing cheap about it. I was really surprised on how nice it was. So there you go. Beautiful package, beautiful presentation to start off with. Really sets the whole mood off of the whole system, in my opinion. So, with that out of the way, let's talk about the machine itself. I got my notes here. So this is the machine here as we focus. Gorgeous machine. Beautiful screen. Nice, sharp, deep, rich colors. Beautiful in the hand. Well, let's first talk about the ports here. You got your volume rocker down there. It's got really nice, loud, rich sound. We zoom here, focus here. We got the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. We got the micro USB for the charging. We got the mini HDMI cable, because you can, like the Switch, also hook this up to your television. You got the nice shoulder buttons there. You got the power switch there. So it's got all that. You got the cartridge that slides nice flush in the back there. So it blends in with the system. And it's really nice because one of the features of the system is that you can actually hook this up to your television and also play in handheld mode, which I love. I love that feature with this system. It's got a 4.3-inch screen. It plays natively in the 4:3 aspect ratio, but you can also, in the menus, switch it to widescreen, which will then turn it into a 16:9. And it's actually not that bad. Let's talk about the games. The game carts. One of the selling points of this machine is the physical game carts. They are released in a clamshell box. Almost kind of reminds me of like the Sega Genesis. Physical clamshell box with the physical carts. We're going to take a look at them. And they are gorgeous because they actually have real gaming manuals. Full color, beautiful gaming manuals. There are 14 games announced so far. Evercade has been, or Blaze Entertainment, has been announcing games left and right for this thing. There's currently 10, with 14 once they're all done released, with lots more coming this year and next year. They're gorgeous, gorgeous game cases. And when you open them, like I said, you can see that game cart there. Kind of reminds me of like the Neo Geo Color Pocket. Or like kind of reminds me of like a Game Gear, like that style, old style cart from the retro days. Beautiful clamshell. It's got that holder so the cart doesn't fall. And you're brought to this nostalgia flashback of back in the day when companies cared about physical packaging of games with these gorgeous full color manuals. I mean, remember that? I do. One of my favorite things about collecting games was having the color manuals. You know, a lot of people, sadly, you know, kids growing up today don't remember that because they don't do it anymore. And that's one thing about the Evercade that sets it apart from all these silly systems coming out. This is for the collector. That's what this is, you know, as opposed to these knockoff systems. This is Blaze Entertainment cares about the consumer and the collector in mind. And you're going to see that throughout this review. It's so obvious. That's what sets them apart. The console feels really good in the hands. The ergonomics, the button layout, the D-pad is really, really, really nice. The buttons all feel good. You know, when I'm playing games, everything feels really nice. Really, really nice. Like I said, you know, the grip is really nice. I was playing this for like over an hour. I had no problems. Let's see, I got the UI, the menu selection is really nice of the games. We got Earthworm Jim here. As you can see, nice rich colors. The sound is really nice. Sounds good with the headphones. And when you're really playing it, you know, full on, it really looks nice. And it feels nice in the hands. Is number one about a handheld system. How does it feel, especially over time? How does a game like this feel? You know, because it's going to be very important when you're playing a game like this over the length of time in your hands. How does it feel? Of course, I'm doing it like this for the review, but I would normally be going like this. And it's nice. It's great in the hands. It feels natural. I think all the buttons are laid out perfectly. And also, that chunky, nice D-pad feels really, really good. I think the buttons are nice. I wasn't, you know, hitting buttons by mistake. The shoulder buttons are really nice. And I'm going to quit out here. And it's fast. It loads fast. You're back to the menu. You're out of the game. The save states are really nice. Quality of the system, how it feels, build quality, absolutely excellent. No complaints. I was very surprised when I first took it out of the box, the heft of it, how it felt in the hand. There was nothing cheap and plasticky about it. The screen seemed very good quality. Not bad at all. The buttons feel really well made. The whole weight of the system felt perfectly balanced for when you're holding it. So that was really nice as far as the build quality and how it felt. Again, the UI, nice and simple as far as when you're in the game card going through the menus. They kept it simple to make it run fast. When you turn the system on, if you don't have a game card in the Evercade will not, it won't show anything. There's not like an operating system. Okay, there's a UI operating system actually running in the background, but there's not like a menu system. It'll just tell you to insert a cartridge, so nothing will run. You can't go into like apps or anything, at least not, on this version or this, time of recording. We don't know what future updates are going to have, but as far as right now, the system is non-functional, basically, without a cart inside of it. Okay? As you can see how the games run when I was showing you Earthworm Jim, absolutely great. They looked really nice. The screen looked really nice. Nice, rich colors. Very sharp. Same with handheld TV mode. I haven't noticed anything. I haven't noticed any latency. Believe me, I have played a great amount of these games in their original forms growing up. And in my retro collection, especially Earthworm Jim. Compared to the original games. I had some people tell me that they had some problems with the HDMI cable. I did not have any problems at all. But like I said, latency, the way that the game ran, absolutely zero problems. The games ran nice and fluidly, and I was very happy with the performance of the system. Save states, excellent. There are some problems going on right now with some of the save states. There are some save states bugs. I haven't encountered really anything myself, but they are working on future firmware updates to resolve those problems. But it does have the save state feature. At any point or any given time, you can save your game. Nice, great, loud sound, nice volume rockers there, as you could hear. And the battery life, 4 to 5 hour battery life with that nice bright screen. And I got to tell you, I've experienced a 4 to 5 hour battery life with a full charge. First thing I did when I got this system was I fully charged it. And then I wanted to see on a full run how long it would last. And I got around almost 5 hours. So not bad at all with the battery life. Actually very happy with the battery life. And like I said, the aspect ratio, not a problem. 4:3. They are the home console versions, and Blaze Entertainment is talking about a upcoming arcade versions that are on the way very soon. So those of you that are interested, is Blaze Entertainment ever going to support actual arcade versions? They are coming. Okay, join me in the second half of this video as we get into more details. Alright, welcome everybody, Murray and Jay Way, to the second part of my Evercade Retro Handheld Console review. We're going to get into some topics here. I am in one of the gaming rooms here, and we are going to get right into the second half here. We got some topics of discussion here. These are the issues regarding the Evercade console that I noticed watching some internet videos, YouTube videos in particular, and reading some Twitter comments. As they are Blaze Entertainment is very active on Twitter. The whole support team. Some other issues that other reviewers and users and customers are having. with the Evercade, and that is regarding the button mapping and sound issues. And Evercade has, or Blaze Entertainment has already put out a firmware update that you can actually install onto your Evercade that actually addresses these issues. Now, I guess they're actually working on another one already that you could do what's called manual button mapping, but they got a basic button mapping issue already fixed, and a sound issue that what was happening is that I don't think it was a lot of people were actually having the problem. What the problem was people that were doing, like me, direct capture, like, you know, certain direct capture devices like an Elgato or like a AverMedia, like I have. They were having some sound issues when they were capturing the gameplay for their channel or for their review, or if, like, say they were doing like a let's play of a game off the Evercade. And, you know, my point is here, they're already addressing it. They are such an amazing team as far as listening to the consumer, listening to their whole consumer base, people's problems, and really are to already have a firmware update live that you can download. There's even instructional videos on YouTube on how to do it. That's really something, and that really means that they really care about the customer and people in general. And they're working on the next firmware updates. And I'm sure that this is going to be a trend with them going into the future, listening to people. And, you know, and pretty much what I wrote here on my notes, I've never seen a company so involved with people, whether it be on their Facebook forums, whether, I mean, go on their Twitter and look at Blaze Entertainment on their Evercade Retro Twitter page. You could put something up and they're instantly writing you personally. I've had so many conversations with that company, and they really talk to you like just the average regular person. I've never seen a company so interactive. I've never seen a company that takes the time to talk to every single individual and address every problem. And let me tell you something, they're keeping notes and they're writing this stuff down, because I saw in the very beginning a lot of stuff, you know, that was mentioned to them, and they're addressing it. But I mean, if you put up, like, say, like a picture of like yourself with like the Evercade, they're reposting it. They're giving you the thumbs up. They're writing you back. They will not ignore you. They are the most interactive, most social company that I've ever seen. And let me tell you something. That may not mean much to you, or it may. It means a lot to me. And let me tell you, it means a lot to the customer. They're going to remember that. That's why I'm addressing it here in this review. It's one of the standout pros to Blaze Entertainment. They are unbelievable. They are unbelievable with the customer base, and they really are an amazing company as far as talking to their customer base. Upcoming cartridges and being supported with more game developers and studios on board, and lots more on the way. They're talking about all the way into next year. Like I said, there's 10 cartridges out now. There's going to be 14 altogether once they all release. And you know, there's a 2 cartridge set coming out, Atari Lynx collection, and there's lots more. They announced them on their Twitter page, so you can go follow them there. They're always having a big announcement on there. They're going to be doing a pre-order very soon for carts. Really, really, really amazing, and it's awesome how they are supporting this system and supporting it into the future. I can't wait to see what studios they get on board, what officially licensed games they get, and what's coming. And also the possibility of continued collections that they already have, like, say, an Atari Collection 3. And I just want to address some idiots on here. I call them idiots, that were reviewing the Evercade months before it was out, that never even knew about the system or never even touched it or had it in their hand, that are giving it like a 0 out of 10. They, you know, oh, I could get like a $10 or $15 pirated handheld system that does this and does that. Yeah, you can. You know, you can. It's also garbage. I talk about this when people say, "Oh, I could get an Android that does this that Apple can't," and it's quality. It's quality. You're paying for quality. Evercade is Blaze Entertainment makes quality. They're giving you quality in their system. That's what these YouTubers don't understand. That's why he doesn't have it. Notice the people that have it love it. Once they get it in their hand and they use it and they see the support from the company, they see that they're fully licensed games, they're high quality games, they're not rip-off, hack, ROM ports. And listen, this is aimed not for them. They could get something, sure, that has thousands of ROMs on it. We know that. Believe me, we've been there. You don't think I've had them systems? You don't think I don't own every one? This is different. This is for the collector that wants to put a game on their shelf. Look at my room here. You don't think I want to have these beautiful Evercade clamshell cases on my shelf? Sure, I could get, a Raspberry Pi, or I could get, that's not even the question here. This is aimed for collectors, for people that love physical media, old school gamers that just want beautiful games, licensed games, quality, a real company that supports and stands by their system, a company that stands by their consumer, and something physical that you can have in your hand, everything down to the manuals, and just have something beautiful on your shelf, and they just don't get it. But the people that do get it are giving this rave reviews because they understand what Blaze is going for. They're not just any other company that just throws 300-400 games onto a system and hopes most of them work. Every single game on here, and another thing I've noticed too is that, instead of having a system that has thousands of games, you're really, by having a cartridge that has maybe 6 games on it or maybe 20 games, you're taking the time to play each game and really go through it, and you're not just skipping around and half the games you don't even play. And as you're playing the games, you're finishing them and you're ready to buy the next cart, and you're really spending more time with each game. That's what I found out about the Evercade, and you really, really can enjoy the games. And it's great to go back to games that maybe you missed. Maybe you missed or never got a chance to play that game, or you never had that system, Or you're just discovering games on here that you've never played before. No matter how many retro games you've played in the past, there's always something that you missed. You can play it again on Evercade, and that's what's great about it. And own it physically. We'll talk about the cons. I don't really have many. The only thing is viewing angles, but you know what? It's really not that big of a deal. It's not like you're going to be playing this like this or like this. You're going to be playing it because it's a handheld, straightforward, and it's fine. It's got a little bit of a haze, a little bit of like a glare if you tilt it. I mean, you can say that about a lot of systems. But mostly your viewing angle is going to be straightforward onto the screen, and it's not a big deal. It's going to be nice and sharp. The only really thing that I can say, if I'm going to think of any con, is because firmware updates are always down the road that will address a lot of things. The only thing I would say is the tight fit of the cartridge. But you know what? Already after a few, ins and outs, it's already loosening up. There's actually a video that Blaze put out on YouTube that actually shows you a little technique of getting the cartridge in and out. And the reason why they did this, from talking with them on their Twitter page, is so that it's a nice, tight, flush fit on the back of the Evercade. That's why they made it tight like that. But after a few times, you're not even going to notice it. It just wears itself in. So that's really the only con that I could think of, because when you first do it, you're going to say, hey, these don't even fit. But I've talked to some people with that problem, and even they told me, we don't even see that being a problem anymore. So it does wear in, and it loosens up basically. Pros: good quality, well made, And the entry price, not a bad price, $100 for the console and 3 games, or $79 for the console and the games. And one of my favorite pros is the price of the games. They're about $20. They're about $20 on Amazon for a cart. And those can range from anywhere from like 6 games to 20 games. There are some that are coming out that have like 2 games on them. But they basically have more than 1 game. So you're paying $20, which isn't a lot to start with, and you're getting multiple games. So you're getting bang for your buck. You're getting a nice physical collection to collect, physical media, with a nice manual. And what's nice is that they all have numbers on their on the binder of the clamshell. So as a collector, as a compulsive collector, you want to get every number. So it's an incentive to collect. So as the collector in you, you definitely want to have all the numbers. Final impressions and my whole feel on the system, and just in general what I think they're going for. What I think they're going for, like I said, is the retro collector in everybody and people that want quality. And I think they definitely reached that. And that's why I'm going to give this, a 5 out of 5. I think that the pros outweigh the cons big time. And I think that this is not for everybody, but for who it is, they're going to love it. That's the thing. Sure, those people are going to come up to you and say, oh, I can get this that has this and this that has that. Yeah, you can. You can say that about a lot of things, they've been saying that with cell phones. Oh, my phone can do this that yours can't, and your phone can't do this, but mine can, and yeah, okay. But you're not going to convince that person that their phone isn't any better. It's the same with this. You can get, these knockoff systems that have this and that. This is for the collector. This is for quality. This is for, a great company that will respond to you, that will listen to you. And you got great things coming in the future. I'm sure they'll have another iteration of this. If this is a success, I'm sure that they're going to have lots of games going right into next year. It's great. It's fun. It's something new to collect for. You can't wait to see what other games are coming out. And they're really, really fun. And it's the best of both. You can play it in your hand, and you can also play it on your television, which I love to do. Who knows? Maybe in the future we'll see digital online user manuals. I think that would be cool, like a PDF of all the user manuals. Maybe a paddle, maybe some gaming paddles for this in the future, so you could just hook up the HDMI to the console, lay it down somewhere, and then you don't even have to touch the console. You'll have the paddle, kind of like the Switch. Or maybe have like an upgrade system to it you can add to this. Yeah, so that would be, or a dock even. Pretty cool. Some things that Blaze can think about in the future, but I think what they have right now, or different colors, different color schemes. I know there's like a black one right now, a limited black one. I like these colors. By the way, I think the visual, the actual colors, the cosmetics of the console are pretty cool. It's very retro-esque. I do like the colors. I think it stands out. I think it's very it kind of reminds me of like the PSP, also for the style, the size of it. Very comparable to the PSP. But I like it. It's nice, compact. Again, it feels good in the hands, and it looks nice with that white and red. But yeah, overall, I think you should definitely pick one up. I think Blaze Entertainment kicked it out of the park. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching my review. I'll be seeing you for gameplay and more videos.